everyone, John Henry here, slingshotfutures.com, and welcome to the Market Mindset, where we dig into the psychology behind the moves today so that we can better understand tomorrow. And today, we're taking a look at crude oil. So first of all, welcome back. Hopefully you had a good Thanksgiving holiday and everything went well on your end, especially if you were traveling. Hopefully the traveling was safe. So coming in today, we're expecting to see a little bit of a slowdown, right? We don't have a huge amount of movement going on. It's the first day back after a very well-known holiday. Chances are the alarm clocks aren't going to be set quite right. People are going to be sleeping in, etc. So we're expecting today to be a little bit slower on in the grand scheme of things, but it still offered up a couple nice opportunities for traders today. Now, we started off with a big move to the downside with a gap down. They continued Friday's movement to the downside, and really all that ended up happening is they put in a low and they never came back. We ground our way higher, we found the gap fill, and they tried getting back to the lows. All they managed to do was form a higher low and then pump right back up towards the top side. That formed a bull channel working its way higher, and arguably even a bull wedge, and then we broke out above the highs of that as well. Now, the way that this was setting up, in the room we were talking about how this looked like a possibility of sort of a cross between two different things. We have the top of these two, and we also have the rising areas of support kind of holding the market up. But you're buying into the highs, right? You're buying into the highs of resistance. So we need some really, really big proof that the sellers are falling apart. The sellers tried coming in here. They ended up getting trapped in. Shoves higher. Sellers try one more time. Completely weak follow through. And that's all the proof that we needed to allow the market to shove right back up to a new high and blast through the highs. I mean, just a big old breakout to the upside. Now, after that breakout formed, this is where it gets a little bit tricky, because now we're looking at this thinking, well, you know, is this breakout going to stick? We have a bull channel. Everything is working relatively well. If we look back in time a little bit, this is also the area of resistance right around that 4710 location. So we need to be a little bit careful around here. Yeah, I want to be a buyer still, because obviously after that big run higher, the buyers own the market. But we need to be cautious, right? We want to buy after the sellers are getting out of the way. That allowed a quick scalp to the upside. It couldn't complete its objective for another breakout to the top, and that told you to get the heck out of the move because something was wrong. So fast little breakout move to the upside after a beautiful breakout back here, and then we started getting a big pullback. Now, this big pullback came down and slammed lower, all one massive candle right into the prior area of support. Now, along with that, that also came back to retest right around that same area that the buyers were coming in earlier, right? We want to keep track of where those buyers were earlier, and they would have bought in about one tick above that candle's high. And notice where it came back to? It missed that test by one tick. What does that mean? Well, that means that if they went to break even +1, guess who got whipped out to the tick on that big drop lower just to see it fire back up 50 ticks? Right, so that big miss of the break-even traders, as well as the tap out of the break-even +1 traders into a huge bullish rejection, that tells you that it was nothing more than a trap. All they did was trap all of the buyers who had been long back here. They trapped them all out, and now they're running back towards the high. So another beautiful buying opportunity to try to push the market back up. So just a phenomenal day of trading in terms of technical analysis and market psychology, and a lot of trappiness going on today. A little bit vindictive on crude today. But if you made your way through it, you made a plan, followed the plan, and traded the plan, you did just fine. So until next time, have a good one, everyone, and we will see you all tomorrow.